Joe
Okay.
wanted to hear about your feud with Ric Flair, and is it true that you once turned down the chance of being NWA World Champion?
Yeah, man, cool. You know what? At that time, I felt like I was one of the luckiest guys in the world to be able. And the way this got started, that was when they was grooming Magnum TA to be to work an angle with Flair. I guess to put for them to have the feud over the belt. But then Magnum had a car wreck and paralyzed him, broke his neck. And then I was there. Robert was hurt for a little while, and I was doing some single matches, and Flair seen me. But Flair knew me anyway. I worked with Flair many times, and just something clicked right along with that to have the opportunity. And to me, I tell you, to me, Ric Flair is the greatest. He was the greatest NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Matter of fact, I think he's the best in excuse me, easy for you to say, but I think he was the best heavyweight champion, one of the best workers ever in this business. And the reason why is when Rick stepped in the ring, I don't care where he was at, what kind of mood he was in, or how he always gave the fans some money's worth. When I first started my angle with Flair, we was on bicycle tapes, and I don't know if the fans understand what a bicycle tape is. That's when it shows one town at a week all over the territory. And sometimes you're 3 weeks behind on the tapes. So by the time the people see this, when Flair and I arrived at the town, we started it off with 17 days straight in a row, hour time limit matches. And if you're one of the boys in the business, you call it Broadway. That was twice on Saturday and twice on Sunday, not including wrestling on TBS early in the morning, because we filmed it. You come on at 6:05, but we filmed it like 7 o'clock in the morning every Saturday morning. But the greatest opportunity to work with Rick, and there are some things. Rick and I broke attendance records all over the place. And it's, and that's what our business is about. It's about ratings and about putting asses in seats. And that's something that Rick and I did because, the business was different then. It was sacred. Nobody knew what the finishes were going to be a week ahead of time of the matches. We believed in kayfabe. And yes, I had the opportunity. But first of all, you have to understand the politics in the wrestling business. Robert and I were having great runs with the Midnight Express, the Four Horsemen, all of them. But you got to understand, dude, when you're over like that, the office, they couldn't grab that hold on you, grab you by the nuts and squeeze them. I wouldn't let them. They wanted to, they come to me, and I beat Flair. I beat him in Richmond, Virginia for the World Heavyweight title. But they brought me to back and told me they had to break me and Robert up of the Rock and Roll Express. And to make it blunt and give it, I handed it back to them and told them I didn't want it. Robert and I started the Rock and Roll Express. Dude, see, we wasn't known for just coming into territories. Robert and I, dude, we went into territories when they were rock bottom, and we blew the roofs off of them. We call it popping territories.
Yeah.
That's what Robert and I did. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people claimed that they were the best, but they'd come in when the territory was hot. Robert and I would go into the territories when they were drawing 100 people. And that's just the way it was. It's what got us over, and that's what got it. But, they couldn't control me. I wouldn't let them control me. And that's what's wrong with me. What happened to me in the business today, dude. I stood up for the boys. Might have been wrong. It might have hurt me in the long run, which it did hurt me in the long run. But I always, and I stood up for the boys, and I always did.
Now, for Ric Flair, I guess because you were usually facing against each other, you weren't partying with him too much.
Well, we kayfabe back then. But don't get me wrong, dude. We still, dude, we were on the road every night. You know, and only thing bad about it, man, is because you didn't have all the people in the office and everybody that was working for them. Hell, what not? We'd be in Miami. Next night, you'd be in Los Angeles. Next night, Portland, Oregon, then back to New York City. Nowadays they have people in the office that work a certain, where you're town by town by town. They go around. It was something new. We just started something new nationwide on TV. Dude, I had a lot of good times with Flair. I don't think I didn't.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.